Hi guys, this is Asad, and today I wanted to make a very simple video for you to talk about objections. So what are objections exactly, and why do attorneys object so much in court? I'll tell you about it. So think about it for a second. Objections. What is objection? When you object to something, you disagree to something. And what are attorneys disagreeing to? Usually attorneys are disagreeing to a certain type of evidence that the other attorney is trying to get in. So the attorney would say, I object, Your Honor, so that they stop that evidence from coming in front of the jury. So now that I've given you an idea of what are objections, I'm going to go ahead and get into it a little bit more. So we have different types of objections. We probably have over 20 objections, but right here, I've listed about 10 objections for you, and I would like to talk about those. So one of the objections that is most used is relevance. I mean, if you think about it, even attorneys on their bar exam, the first objection that they would have to write about would be objection on relevance, logical relevance, legal relevance, and then they get into hearsay. So why do they do that? They object because they're trying to say that that evidence is not relevant and it should not be brought in for the jury to see. But I would like to also say that when attorneys, they're like objecting way too much, they kind of look sketchy. So they look like they're hiding something and they look like a jerk, like they don't want the jury to know something. So attorneys, they have to be very specific about when they use their objections and how they use their objections. They got to be very strategic because they don't want to look like they're about to hide something. Now that I've told you why attorneys object, let me tell you what are different types of objections. So the first one, as I said, was relevance, hearsay, and then I would like to make this video under 3 minutes, so I'm going to run right in and tell you all about these objections. So we have argumentative, we have narrative, we have compound, we have asked and answered, leading, ambiguous, vague, or it calls for speculation, narrative, it calls for a conclusion or expert opinion. It could be beyond scope, or it could be lacking authentication, because that's very important. For an evidence to come in, it has to be authenticated. It could be lacking foundation, or finally, it could be non-responsive. So usually those attorneys who go to trial and object in front of the jury, they're really good at their job. Like they know when is the right time to raise an objection. They're listening carefully, and it is their job to understand and defend their clients so that not all evidences come in. So that's pretty much all I had to say about objections today. Hopefully I will make another video for you getting into it a little bit more, describing the details of why a certain objection would be argumentative or why a certain objection says that it's narrative. But I'd have to get into that video on some other day. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video and have a good day. Goodbye.